Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a gloomy, cold one this morning. It's about 55 degrees. It's not freezing, but it's chilly. There's a little bit of a wind, so it's a little bit colder. I say a little bit of a wind. It's quite a bit of wind, actually. We are heading to the new land this morning. I'm going to get after it one more again. This will be the last day that I work on the land before I go on my trip. So I'm going to try to be as productive as possible today. Yesterday was a big day out there. We got a whole lot done. Very, very happy with the progress. And I edited another video. I'm almost up to the point where I can have videos coming out the whole time I'm gone for you guys, so it'll be like I never left. It's been a lot of work, a lot of long days and long nights. Yesterday I actually finished editing at about 10 o'clock, but when I went to go export it, it was erroring out. There was a corrupted file somewhere, and I didn't get it fixed until 1:20 in the morning. Talk about frustrated after you done worked at the property all day. Yeah, it was a long day. Then I got up at 7 o'clock this morning and started again. The Jeep has been dropped off at the shop. It is getting new tires and a tune-up today. Normally I would tune the Jeep up myself, but I just don't have time. And we are going to drive the Jeep to Dallas to fly out. So I'm going to save a little wear and tear on the truck here. And also the truck might be going in the shop while I'm gone to be lifted up a little bit. If the parts come in while I'm gone, it's going to get dropped off while I'm gone. Or before, if they get here before. Because I've mentioned it before on here, the tires are a little too big on here. I'll offset them and did all of that because of the A-arm going down, and it still wasn't enough. It's still catching a little bit in the fender well, and I would like to raise the truck up a little bit. Okay, that's annoying. Raise the truck up a little bit because of me going in and out of the creek there. And my mechanic down there at Magazine Tire is doing it for extremely low cost for me. Because I've given him a lot of business, and he's looking out for me because he knows I bought the tires from them, and with it rubbing and stuff like that, he's just trying to make it right. It's not his fault. I actually bought the tires from his son, and we knew it was going to be close, and I had full intentions on lifting the truck a little bit anyways, because of the creek and there's the road and the conditions that I work in and drive in and live in out here. So we knew that it was a possibility, but he's given me a great rate to get that situated. I'm putting a little bit more aggressive tires. Let me flip y'all around. It's kind of majestic this morning. Very gloomy. See the wind kicking up the sand in front of me? It's windy out there. But we're going to put a little bit more of an aggressive tire on the Jeep, because last winter, if y'all remember, it did not do well at all. And so I'm putting a little bit more of an all-terrain tire on it instead of the street slicks that it's got on there right now. The tires are pretty old, and it's a little worried about driving all the way to Dallas. That's about 6 hours each way with those older tires on there. So it was time to change them anyway, so I decided to go a little more aggressive on the tire. I told him not too aggressive because I don't want a lot of road noise and a rough ride. So what he's going to do is put the tires that all the mail carriers around here use on their Jeeps and different vehicles that they deliver mail. It's a good all-weather type tire. So that should make a big difference with the Jeep this winter. Being that I didn't end up selling it, been driving it a lot more. I've took it out to the property the last couple of days. Now that it's fixed, and I went ahead and made it legal again because I didn't end up selling it. So went ahead and got all of that situated. So I'm going to try to utilize it. It's running good. It's a little small for me. I feel like King Koopa driving it, but definitely saves on gas, and it keeps the miles down on my truck, because my truck's starting to get quite a few miles on it. I drive a lot and travel a lot, so I bought this truck with 13,000 miles on it. It's got 80 now, and it's been less than 3 years. So that's how many miles I've been putting on this thing. Stop sign. Squeal tires on pavement. The wind is whipping the stop sign right now. It is definitely going to be a windy day. So I'm going out to the land today. I want to get the dumpster full before Friday. I don't want a week to go by with that dumpster without it being full, and at least a full dumpster load of trash leaving the property every single week until I can get the roll-offs out there and get the grapple on Uber. Because to load those dumpsters with the bucket, it will be very time consuming and very difficult and frustrating to do. If I got that grapple where I can just go in there and grab stuff and put it in the roll-off dumpster, it's going to speed up the process like tenfold. And I want to get that stuff cleared as fast as possible. And I don't want the dumpster sitting there for 2 months and me having to pay a ton of money. So I'm going to start with the trailer in the front, get that one moved, and then get all that cleaned up, and I'm going to do it section by section. And once I got that area cleaned up and situated, then I'll move on to the next house. I'm thinking the trailer is going to be the fastest one, because that one I'm not really going through to get a whole lot of stuff, because I don't think there's a whole lot worth saving in the trailer. I've said it before. Out of all of it, there's 3 houses there. They all look like they have chimneys coming out, like they had a fireplace or something. I'm hoping that whether I get some fire brick or I get some wood stoves out of the deal where I can put them in the different buildings, like the cabin and stuff like that. I do have one wood stove already that Biddy Boo gave me, and I'm going to end up putting that one in the shop, I believe. I think it'll be a perfect fit for that shop. And it's got like a protective case that goes around it and everything. I think it'll be a good one for the shop. So that one's going to be going out there. I've already got the hole where they had it put in there at some point anyways. So once I get the roof situated and all of that, I'm going to put the wood stove in there, and I'll be able to have that as far as heat goes. I still have a lot of little trees and stuff to clear out. I haven't been cutting up the ones that I've done initially for the wood stove, just because of time and needing to get a lot of stuff done. But probably after I burn this big pile that I got right now, I will start chopping up wood and start saving it for the wood stove out there at the shop. And when I put the little tiny office house thing out there, I'd like to put a little wood stove in there too. So hopefully I can find 3 wood stoves in there, and I'll be able to have just enough for all the buildings that I need to do. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. That's my hope. I'm sure I'll be able to get a little bit of wood out of the 2 houses, but I'm sure it's not going to be a ton, because it's been sitting there for a while and there's a lot of rot. But I'm hoping where they collapse the roofs up underneath, it's all still good. So won't know until I start digging into it for sure. Getting a little bit later start going to the land than I usually do, but I've been up this morning getting a whole bunch of stuff done, preparing for this trip as well. Tomorrow will be just all out, get ready to go out of town for a few days and to make this trip, because there's a lot to get done. I got to pack All my clothes are clean and ready. I just got to pack everything up, clean up my house and cabin and all of that. That way I come back to a nice spotless house. That's always good. Always a good thing. And I got to wash the Jeep, clean it out because it's been sitting forever. And these roads out here are bad. So wash it, clean it good, get it smelling good, looking good. I did order the brake lights for the Jeep. If y'all remember last year, I changed out the brake lights in the Jeep, and then when it broke down on the hill there with the slick tires, it slid into the tree, or Mike backed it into the tree and busted the exact same brake light that I fixed. So I ordered another set of brake lights, and I don't know if they'll come in time. If they do, I'll put them on tomorrow before the trip. But if not, I'm going to get some of that red tape just to put over the busted tail light there. That way I don't get a ticket driving all the way to Dallas and back. But I know for a fact they'll be there when I get back. But I just don't know if they're going to make it in time, because I just decided not too long ago to actually take the Jeep. A couple of things been going on with my truck where I just feel like I shouldn't take my truck right now until I get them all addressed, because the suspension definitely is having some issues. Just that rough driveway and these dirt roads and pulling Uber and all that stuff, starting to squeak a little bit and just off just a little bit. So that's a long trip to take it whenever I feel like I'm having some suspension issues. So hopefully this lift will fix that, because I did get shocks and all of that stuff with it. It should fix it, unless there's a ball joint or something like that that's having issues, which I hope not, because that's more money. Well, I think that's going to be about it, guys. I'm almost to the property. It's not that far away from the mountain. And I love every single one of y'all. Hopefully y'all are having a good day, taking another step closer to your goals. Hopefully you're being nice to people. And reach out to somebody you ain't talked to in a while, guys. But keep it real. Come on.